Hello. So I know a lot of people on this channel are actually from the TikTok, and a lot of comments on the TikToks are about the airsoft guns. Unfortunately, I can't post that shit on TikTok because the account will get banned. But here's all of the handgun airsoft and BB guns that I have. This is the Colt 25. Painted it like this. If I don't paint the gun and I use it on TikTok, TikTok will ban the video. So this takes your normal sized BBs, load them in here into the mag, pull it back, and then you can shoot it. Got a little safety here, prevents you from pulling the slide back, but if you do this enough and you pull the trigger, you can actually undo the safety, which is pretty safe. I made a TikTok video about this gun where I put a tracer unit on it so I could use this for tracer ammo. This is jamming because it's fucking painted, that's why. Trying to hit the can. Got it. It's not the most reliable gun. It's literally just a little cool, fun handgun that you can have in your car. As you're driving around, you can shoot street signs. This I got from Canadian Tire. This one I also got from Canadian Tire. Now, this is a very interesting one. It's actually a semi-auto and full auto battery-powered handgun. Powered by 4 AAA batteries in here where the mag would go. There's no mag button. It's like the other one. You just kind of grab it, pull it out. Now, it's a weird curved claw. If you have an extended mag, it would look like that and look fucking stupid. This is the safety. So you have to basically hold that down to fire it. Here's your semi and full switch. Now, it has a blowback action, which is interesting. See here, if you pull it back, it doesn't actually show anything. It's just a fake blowback, but you can do something like, let's go shoot him. There's some dumb shit. This doesn't do anything, as you can clearly see. Semi. I think this is dying. Full auto. Okay. Fucking motor's like screaming. This one here is Katawa's. So this one is basically a 1911. This is also a Canadian Tire gun. Everything's plastic except for the top piece. So the idea is that it gives it weight so it can be like, oh, it's really realistic. On a real gun, for example, when you pull this back, you see how it moves back and there's space in there? Well, this one doesn't do that, so you just pull it back and it's just full metal to give it a heavy feeling. Got this like kind of skeleton trigger, which means that there's a hole in it. I don't know what the fuck that thing is for. It has this thing here, which would be the slide catch, but it's not functional. It has a safety here, which actually does work, prevents you from pulling the slide back again. And on the real gun, this would normally be a safety where your hand has to be pushing that kind of button in, but it doesn't matter. You can still pull the trigger. Also, it has the hammer, has no actual effect. The sights are really bad. The back sights are really small, and then the front sights really tall. So when you're actually aiming down sights, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Kind of cool little small mag. You just pull this down, put your BBs in like here, and it sprays BBs out because it's garbage. Did I mention that this one's very inaccurate? It's like going around the can. Wow. This one here was a airsoft gun, basically the same exact thing as this one here, and I took it apart and repurposed it for TikTok reloading bullshit. This 3D printed Glock's not even allowed, so anything that looks real is not allowed on TikTok, but if you have it like a color or like a Nerf gun looking style, then they're magically okay with it. None of this stuff works. I took it apart to paint it, and then I couldn't be fucked to put it back together. The only thing that works is the slide and then the mag. The mag actually had like a long thing here, and then I just cut it off because it was a pain in the ass to reload. So this is the nicest airsoft gun I actually own. This is a replica Glock 17 by WE Tactical. It's a gas blowback gun, which means it uses this gas over here, push it in there and put some gas in there. The difference is CO2 is just more powerful, so you get a more realistic kickback, more consistent FPS. You have to make sure you empty it out. For somebody like me who wants to do this video, I'm not gonna put a fucking CO2 in here, shoot it 5 times and then release the CO2 and fucking waste it. This part here, I used Ricky's 3D printer and did some 3D printing shit. It's just easier to grab it out of the mag, and if you have it sitting somewhere, you can just easily grab it. I had a black one on here and then I dropped the mag and it broke, so you know, that's fucking cool. There's no Glock logos or anything because legally they're not allowed to do that. Very high quality. Pull this switch down, pull it apart, adjust your hop up. Your mag here has the little dots you've probably seen in the actual gun. You'd see how many bullets you have. There's no actual safety on this. The safety's in the trigger. I can't pull the trigger unless I put my finger on that middle part. And it also comes with 2 extra back pieces to make it a thicker handle. The hop up's fucking horrendous right now. Gas doesn't last as long as CO2. That's one of the downsides. I didn't even put a lot in. Now, the coolest one probably out of all this is the 3D printed Glock 17. It doesn't shoot airsoft. Barrel is actually filled in. People are like, oh, you could shoot a real bullet. If you shot a real bullet out of here, this whole thing would blow up. All looks very similar to the actual Glock because this is a Glock 17. It actually has the logo and shit like that. This is a Glock 17 as well. I can't take this 3D printed thing and put it on this mag. It doesn't work. Like, parts from this gun won't work in this. The idea was that you 3D print the bullets, and as you pull the slide back, the bullets fly out. And there's a B on the gun for some stupid reason. So you can take it, you can pull the mag out, you can slide it back, you can lock it back, but sometimes if you do it too hard, the slide will fly right off. All right, so now we're on to the Steel BB. So this is my second nicest gun. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I left a CO2 in here, and if you have CO2 guns and you leave a CO2 in there, it's constantly putting pressure against the seals, and eventually the seals will lose their ability to trap the gas in there. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P 40. When I bought this, the guy showed me the real actual gun version. The literal only difference was it said not a toy. Unscrew that. You can take that out. Take these fucking things off. It comes with multiple of those hand things if your hand's thick man hand or something like that. Nice big mag release there. Blowback, partial metal, partial like high quality plastic. You got your safety here. Very nice gun, but it's steel BB, so you can only shoot this at like targets and stuff like that, not at friends. So there's no hop up on this because it's steel BB. A yellow gun must be a flower. So this one here, this doesn't work. This one is a non-gas blowback. Umarax SBG, I guess is what it's called. Steel BB. This one's very different. There's no blowback, and so mag release is there. Comes with these small mags. You basically just pull this down, locks like that, put them in there, push up on that small dick mag. The barrel comes out. Don't really know why. Safety on the side here. Safety even lets you pull the trigger, but it doesn't actually engage the gun. Safety is engaged if I turn it to this side, but then if I turn it to this side, it works. That's a great design. The CO2 goes in here. So you unscrew this thing, you put a CO2 and you screw it. Very hard trigger pull. Very basic, very cheap gun. This one here is the exact same thing as this one, but at the same time as it's actually exact model of this one. There's bees flying around. What are you doing? It's just not a blowback one. It's way cheaper. You got your buttons here that would be normal, but they don't. Barrel comes out. Same safety mechanism. Nice thing about this is the sights have the fiber optics so you can fucking see them nicely. Same exact mag system. Think. Oh fuck. Take that off, put a CO2 in there and you're good. Thick handle. You can actually see gas coming out of there. I actually kind of like this one. This would be the exact same thing. This would be the exact same as the Glock. So the reason that they make guns like this that aren't blowback, you can have up to like 490 something FPS. In Canada, 500 FPS is the limit. Not having blowback makes it more powerful. That's basically it. Nice. There's been spiders living in there. They fucking deserve to get blown up. Ball dog. That is about 50 feet away from where ball dog is. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go further just to see. I hit it from here. That shit's gonna be tough because it's round. I hit it. Let's go see if it cracked. Demolition Ranch Simulator. It did. So the first time that I hit it, it cracked. It went straight through. And the second time, I hear something. I actually have a lot of fun with these kind of guns because they shoot really hard. I want to do that again and see how far I can do it. And the last gun is this one here. This isn't a gas blowback. It's actually a spring-powered steel BB gun, which is fucking really weird because the steel BB needs a lot of power. So this one is the Powerline 340 by Daisy, I guess. This actually has instructions on how to use the gun. Put on safe, load, cock, aim, takes off safe, fire. It's like basically a fucking kid gun. And the sights on this one are also bad because the sights are very high at the top, but the sight at the front is very fucking tiny. So when you're aiming, it makes no sense at all. This also has this, which doesn't actually do anything. This is the safety, semi-realistic mag. You open this up, put a bunch of BBs in there, and now you take this thing out, and you're supposed to like shake it a bunch and push it back in. So now you have like 5 BBs. It's a pain in the ass and it doesn't really work well. The handle is huge, so uncomfortable. This is like the worst fucking gun you can get. You can literally see the bullets fucking dropping. What happens if I shoot my foot? Nothing. Okay. The bad design is it pushes all the BBs back inside. And this is all the handguns I have. If Airsoft doesn't get banned, the collection will grow.